Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review for Batman City of Madness #1. This is a new book from DC Comics under Black Label. Let's talk about the creative team before we get into this book. This book is written and drawn by Christian Ward with letters by Hassan Otsmane Elhau. And let's give a little bit of a synopsis before we talk about this. In this book, visionary creator Christian Ward unleashes a cosmic horror epic featuring the Court of Owls. Buried deep within the city of Gotham, there exists another Gotham. This Gotham below is a living nightmare populated by twisted mirrors of our Gotham's denizens, fueled by the fear and hatred flowing down from above. For decades, the doorway between the cities has been sealed and heavily guarded by the Court of Owls, but now the door has swung wide open, and the twisted version of the Dark Knight has escaped to trap and train a Robin of his own. Batman must form an uneasy alliance with the Court of Owls and its deadly allies to stop him, and to hold back the wave of super twisted villains, nightmarish versions of his own nemesis, each one worse than the last, that's spilling into the streets. Uh, that doesn't that sound like just that just sounds like a really cool synopsis. Like this book This book had me at like Christian Ward doing Batman, but then once I realized what we were doing, I didn't even read the synopsis before diving into it. I just knew it was gonna be fun. It was gonna be twisted. It was gonna look cool as shit, and all those things definitely check out. But now diving into the actual story, it's a really fun concept, right? I think the idea of this mirror version of Gotham, this twisted version of Gotham residing below the city. I think having the Court of Owls, bringing them back, folding them back into the story in this way, because they are the oldest, like the gatekeepers of Gotham, right? Everything that they built, they would be aware of everything happening like that. So, what versions of other twisted characters are we going to see coming from that other Gotham? In this issue, we definitely get a sneak peek at some of the stuff that's going to happen. But let's take a look at some of the preview art here. And as I've mentioned before, Christian Ward is a phenomenal artist. That's how, I think before he started doing more writing, that's what he was working on in comics. So I love here the dialogue or the narration inside of the outline of Batman. I love the look of the city. I think Christian Ward's colors are always very painterly in a way that really makes it stand out. It the colors really give depth to like everything, all the bats and Batman scroll, run around the city. I love his use of like very neon palettes and stuff. So you'll see that throughout the issue. And of course, because it is a Black Label title, we get this super wide screen effect in those splash pages because the book is a lot wider than a normal comic book. So yeah, plenty of space for Christian Ward to do some really cool stuff. And as we move on, the pacing of the story is really fun. I think there's enough narration at the beginning to kind of rope you in and really fill you in on all the little details. But it's not overwhelming, which is usually, sometimes narration can be overwhelming. I think Haas's letters just really make. I love the font that's used between. It makes it feel like a historical document, right? Like this almost not so much cursive, but like this almost inked by hand, left in a note type of feel. And then of course we have some really cool images. I love the imagery of Two Face and how he has decided to be represented in this issue. How he split up the coin, his apartment, like all that stuff, and of course Batman crashing in. I also really like the outfit that Batman's wearing. I think it's a really cool design. And I love the shades of purple in his cape that are very reminiscent of some of the original designs and color palettes. So, yeah, I am super invested in this book. Like I said, it's got a really cool hook. This issue is about 48 pages, so you definitely get a lot of really cool stuff happening, especially towards the end of the issue. You really are sold on this story of this other Gotham and this other Batman and everything from there. Of course, the Court of Owls looks fantastic with those. Just the design of those masks, like they really nailed the design, which has translated over to a lot of artists using them in a very effective manner. So, yeah, I love this book. I can't wait for this to come out and just to continue reading it. I can't wait for this to be collected because I know it's going to be like a beautiful, beautiful hardcover. I'm pretty sure I'm going to end up picking this up both in singles and in the collection because Christian Ward's covers are amazing. We also get a really cool variant by Bill Sienkiewicz, which you'll see at the end of the video. So, yeah, highly, highly recommend it. Uh, you'll one of the things that this synopsis says as well, you'll never look at Batman's villains the same way again, and I definitely agree. So even just from the little hints we get here with Two-Face and the Court of Owls, like, yeah, I think it's going to be really, really interesting. So if you read this, let me know what you thought about it down in the comments. As always, thank you for watching, everyone. Remember to share, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you know when we go live. That is most Saturdays, 10 a.m. Central Standard Time. Stay tuned. We have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye-bye.